You ever smell a fragrance in the store and it's like the best thing you've ever smelled? So you fork over that full retail price, you get the aftershave body lotion, the soap, body wash, the deodorant, and you leave the store feeling like $1,000,000. You get ready to wear that fragrance out and it smells nothing like it did when you smelled it in the store. Me neither. Welcome back, YouTube. This is episode 11 on the Pulse Points channel. Today, I don't have a review. I'm going to talk about how to buy fragrances. All jokes aside, that has been me. I purchased this fragrance from the Montblanc store when it first came out. I think it was 2014, I believe. And I was there. I was actually looking for a different fragrance, but this had just been released that weekend, and I smelled it on paper and thought, man, that's amazing. I have to buy that. Got it home, put it on skin, and not that it's a bad fragrance, but it's just, it didn't smell anything like what I remembered in the store. On my skin, it brings out the clary sage note, and I'm not a fan of clary sage, and it has a violet leaf in here as well. And even though I like violet leaf when it's subtle, and this is like a violet leaf bomb. So I never get to wear this. This is probably one of the, on a side note, one of the strongest fragrances I own. This thing, not only does it push out, I may have to do a review on this one for those out there who like maybe go to clubs or something. I couldn't wear this anywhere else. I could imagine wearing this but like a club or a concert. That's how strong this is. I can't wear this at work. Can't wear it on dates. My wife I sprayed this trying to test it. When I first bought it, my wife made me take a shower. One spray. It's just super strong. So I'm gonna have to do a review on that one. That's kind of a bit of a side note. But so how do you buy fragrance? Well, I've implemented a buy process, if you will, that I recommend. The first thing I do is I sample. You can get samples from anywhere. You can go to any mall or any store that sells fragrances, and a lot of times they have those fragrances. If you have something like a Sephora in your area, you can go and sniff fragrances for free, and if you see something you like, they will actually make a sample for you. Department stores like Macy's, Dillard's, and things like that, they have vendor packaged, brand packaged samples. Now you will run into some associates that if you're not buying something, they kind of give you that look. If you don't want to deal with that, like I didn't want to deal with that, you can actually purchase samples online. And the reason I think it's worth getting samples, you want to test fragrances on your skin. Even if you like it and you smell it on paper, you think, oh man, that's really great. You want to, one, see how it reacts with your body chemistry, and two, give it some time to transition. Fragrances will change and have different facets as it goes through the life of the fragrance. So you want to test that. You want to test it on your skin and not just the top notes that you'll smell if you're smelling something in a store on a piece of paper. You just get the top notes. So you want to know what those mid notes are, and more specifically how they work on your skin. The second part of my process is once I get a sample of a fragrance and I think, hey, this is nice, it works with my body chemistry, I want to know more, I don't necessarily buy a full bottle just yet. What I would do is then I would buy a decant. Now, if you don't know what a decant is, basically it's a sample, it's a larger sample. You can get, there are websites out there that you can get, you can either buy single samples or you can get a subscription. I used to subscribe to a service called Scent Trunk. They're not sponsored or anything like that. I used to like their service. I think they actually changed their business model. They used to send you these little boxes, and inside you would have, sometimes they were vendor package samples. They would give you these decants, and I don't know how much they did, maybe 3 mils, maybe 5 mils. Basically they would give you a couple of wearings of a fragrance. I don't subscribe to them anymore. Like I said, I think they changed their business model. Now I subscribe to Scent Bird. They give you actually more. I think this is 8 ounces, so you can get quite a bit. I think on their website they say it's a 30-day supply. You can wear this once for 30 days, so you get a good amount. You can actually wear this several times to see if it's something that you actually want to spend money on. The subscription is like 14 bucks, but I think they allow you to actually buy these decants for a la carte for like 16 or 17 bucks, so it's not super cheap, but again, I think it's worth buying it and wearing it on your skin several times to see how it reacts. Then if I wear it, if I go through those decants, I figure if I don't wear 8 mils of a fragrance, I probably don't like it that much. And for 14 bucks, I haven't broke the bank, especially with niche fragrances, which can be 2, 3, 4 times the amount of a designer scent that you would find at the mall. You definitely want to sample that and get that on your skin to see if you like it. Just a tidbit on that. And again, I'm not sponsored or anything like that by Scentbird, but they have some really nice fragrances. This is Reflection Man by Amouage, which is I think that retails for at or above 300 bucks for a full bottle of this, and you can get this sample again for the subscription. It's like $14.95 I think a month, or you can buy it a la carte for $16. You really can't beat that to experience some of these niche fragrances and try those out. So there's a couple of sites that actually sell decants that don't have a subscription to them. You're gonna pay probably a little more per mil than you would if you do one of the subscription services or bought the fragrance outright. One is My Perfume Samples. They have a lot of designer stuff. They have some niche, but I think their wheelhouse is more designer scents. You can get anything from a small sample like this. It's Gucci Pour Homme 2 before I bought the full bottle. This is Dior Homme Cologne. I got 5 mils of that. Packaging is okay. This is plastic. It's not airtight, so whatever you get, I would go ahead and use it. I've had a couple of these that have dried out or spilled, so when you get it, go ahead and use it. My choice for niche fragrances is called Decant Shop. You can get anything from 5 mils. This is Bois de Jean by Dior, the Privé collection, and Frappin 1270. I got a big 30 mil of that. One of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. 1270, and it worked with my skin. That was one thing. I didn't want to pay a full retail price for a niche fragrance and it not work with my chemistry. It's not a beast fragrance by any means. So I bought a decant, or bought a sample, liked the sample, bought the decant, and once I got the decant, wore it a couple times, was able to see that it performed well on my skin chemistry. I went ahead and bought the big bottle. To me, that was a good purchase, even though I probably have more juice than I need, but I really like it. So I'm probably going to go through all of these. That was just a really quick video to talk about how to buy fragrances. I have a ton of these sample boxes. I have a case over here to the side that's full of niche and indie fragrances. I may have to go through those and start doing reviews on them, just because they're getting old and some of them are drying out, so I need to do something with those fragrances before they're gone. That's all I have for you guys with this one. Give me a thumbs up if you found this information useful. Subscribe if you feel compelled to do so, or if there's any other subscription services out there. I haven't actually looked for any in a while. So if there's any subscription services that have decants or things like that, let me know. See you guys in the next episode. Sample that and get that on your skin.